Yo, yo, Anyways, tis I. uh, anyways. Yo, there's some guy mowing the lawn or whatever. Probably will affect the audio, but I just try to speak louder. But I'm gonna record the video and put it out anyways. I don't really. Anyways, tis I. It's your boy, tis Whistly. I read The Host by Stephenie Meyers. That joint was good. Look at that sky. Anyways, yeah. So I read The Host by Stephenie Meyers. The joint was good. It was really good. I felt like the writing wasn't like a masterclass Stephen King or like as identifiable as a Jane Austen, but I think it was really, I think it was well written. I think it was strong, well, not strong. I think the writing was good throughout. It was a consistently good writing. I think there's a very like good vibe about this book, where it's just like a warm knitting, like a sensuous knitting that's just well done throughout the whole film, and it's like, it just like the construction is really fun, and the components or the pieces or ingredients may have not been the best ingredients of all time, but it was just like super well constructed, which like really made the book to the level of enjoyment that it was for me. I feel a little bit sick today. Yeah, and it's because Jane Austen's like a really, really feminine book, you know, but it's still good. Like, it doesn't, like, that's not a diss or whatever like that, but it is like super feminine, and like it's like, and just these small moments, you know, that makes the story really beautiful and interesting and really unique. I would say this Stephenie Meyers, the book Host is also pretty feminine, but it's not like in moments and overall like in a Jane Austen film. This is like feminine throughout the whole thing, but it's just still like fun. It's still enjoyable. That's not like, I'm not trying to say it as a diss. I'm just trying to say it's just like, it's not a mix of feminine and masculine. It's like really feminine, kind of like at ease. It's not like a like your big like this big macho action movie. It's not trying to be like bravado or like beat your chest or whatever like that. It's a more nuanced, a more subtle, a more warmer, in a softer way, where you can not have all this, you know, bigness, and you could just be relaxed and enjoy the book for what it is. But it kicks ass. It kicks ass for sure, which makes it very enjoyable. I wrote down it's a 3/4 or 3/4 of a masterpiece of a writing showcase. So the writing is really, really good, but it's not like elite top tier, freaking S tier, freaking, like I said before, like Stephen King, Jane Austen, Alexandre Dumas, even J.K. Rowling in a lot of aspects and stuff like that. But it's really, really good. And I really like the existential questions towards the end. I thought it was enjoyable. Yeah, I just thought this is a book that knows where to be, and like it knows how to capture the spotlight. It's like, I'm ready for my close-up, I'm ready for the wide shot, I'm ready for this other type of shot. And like, it's really fun that like, it's like kind of self-aware, but just kind of just like the positioning and the blocking, where just like every scene is like the correct scene for where it should be or what it should be doing, and it makes the book so enjoyable because you're not like skipping a beat. This book at no point skips a beat. It's all continuously good, and it's all continuously like well constructed. Like, all the scenes really do fit seamlessly with each other, in the same way that like your Breaking Bad, like every episode is like like it's almost seamless to the next episode, where you're like, wow, world becomes a lot more immersive and a lot easier to follow through. Like, you're not getting lost trying to figure out what's going on with this character or what's going on with that character, like you do in some books that kind of get too convoluted or too complicated. This book, dang, there's like 2 mowers, so I might have to reposition myself, change locations. But anyways, yeah, this book is really enjoyable. I like the main character. I like the premise of basically this alien, there's basically this hive-minded alien species that invade our world, Earth, and all the humans, and then just like struggle of like trying to figure out where it belongs, how it goes, and the alien is the one being the alien. It's like I don't know, like it's like the humans are now like in the book the aggressors, and the aliens the like normal person trying to figure out where they belong. I don't know if this is exactly YA, but it's definitely like YA vibes. I think it's YA. Maybe not YA. It's not YA. It's adult, but it's just like young adult, like you're like 20s or whatever like that. It's not like a 30 or 40 or like those James Pattersons or whatever the guy is, where it's like all these spy novels that are very like kind of slow, boring, and intricate in that way. Maybe not like super intricate, but this book is also pretty intricate. It's just like, I don't know how to say, it's just really well done. I really like the characters. I really like the premise. It's not overly complicated. It's not caked up with all this gobbledygook or whatever like that. It's a streamlined, very enjoyable book with just interesting characters, and just fun dynamics, the romance and the will they or won't they, like the desires of the character of the alien, the hive-minded, minded alien is just like that, like basically is a host, and it like takes over people's humans' minds, and then there's this clash between the central character who like is resisting, the central character who has resistance with their host, and it's like this identity crisis basically throughout, and then there's all this insecurity and the self-doubting and this like inner struggle that is really played out beautiful and well told as a physical thing throughout the entire story, but also simultaneously having that same story and that same dynamic internally with the character, where you're like in love with the entire story from the beginning to the end. And it's just like so enjoyable because the writing is so well constructed, where you're like, I'm not bored here, I'm not bored there, and then you have the romance that's tying everything together and warming up the scenes, and you're like, ooh, I'm cozy today, and I'm cozy for the next day, for the next scene, and things like that. It's just like, it's just a fantastic book. It's just really, really good, and it's more of that, like, this is like this is like your go-to, this is like your easy, like, this is like, oh man, I'm bored, let me read this real quick and stuff like that. It's just like, it's a comfort book. It's just a reliable book. Just like, yo, this is my it's a daily driver of books. We're just like, I'm always gonna use this one. It's not my freaking Stephen King or Jane Austen freaking supercar, your classic car, or like those classic Mini Coopers or whatever like that, or those old timey cars or whatever like that cost like a Packard or whatever like that costs like millions of dollars. This is your go-to comfort food that hits every single time and always is tasty. This is like a book that's your favorite meal, and it's always good, and it's always gonna like cheer you up. Yeah, I don't know, and I feel like I like how it ended, and there's not a sequel. I feel like it's a good one shot, one-off book and stuff like that. But it'd be interesting to see other like adult books by Stephenie Meyers, because I looked it up, and like she did the Twilight series, and there's another book called The Chemist, which I'll probably read, because I did watch like the Twilight movies mostly and stuff like that, and they were good, and you could tell like the writing of Stephenie Meyers definitely bled out through and was able to like kind of translate to make it good. It's just like the characters are really, really good, and like they matter, and their direction matters, and there's purpose, whereas like you can't say that for a fair amount of books where they don't have all the pieces connecting, and this does. It's not to the caliber, but it's still really fantastic. So I definitely recommend The Host. Definitely, I'm gonna read it several times over because it is that comfort food and that good time. Anyways, hey.